Hello, everybody. Welcome back to WWTF. We want the best game show on MikeC.
And I'm Fred White.
Hey, bringing you Fred's horror stories, y'all. Yes, Fred, what happened?
I got a boatload of them.
Cool.
Alright. Please do be advised that this will have a couple of curse words in it. So if you're watching it alone and you're under the age of 18, grab your parents and put them aside and listen to it together. Okay? So, you know I go through a lot of stuff, Mike.
Yep, every day.
A lot of stuff. This actually happened some years back ago.
Okay, talk to me.
And this is about a girl I used to date. And she actually watches this show. And I said I wasn't going to say it, but I have to give her a reason why I never called her back. So,
I already know what this is.
I already told you this?
No, I just know what it is, but go ahead.
Alright. So, this is what happened. This is when you and I were still working together. And this is when I closed. So I got off at, what, 10 o'clock. Didn't, you know, the store closed at 10. I didn't get out until about 11 or so. So when I met her, I would drive all the way to her house. The problem is she lived in Arlington. So it took me a minute to get over there. But by the time that I got over there, it wasn't that much to do. The only thing that you could do was, you know, get it in, talk, get it in, and go sleep, and wake up the next morning. Right. So that's how our whole relationship consisted of. So, you know, this happened, I would say, about like maybe for a month or so. So the whole time, we never did go out on any type of dates or anything. We may have went out once to go get some food because I got off early, and I came over her house early. But we never went out on a date or nothing like that. So, mind you, February the 14th is coming up, Valentine's Day. So I said, okay, she bae now, and bae wasn't being used back in that time. So I was like, okay, we got to go out. I'm gonna take her out, right? So set up the date. I got off work early, went to go pick her up. It was still like, you know, around about like maybe 9 something that night. We went down Georgetown. This is before I found out about the rats running rapid down there. Would never go back down Georgetown again to eat anything. So go down Georgetown, and we parked by Sequoia's, you know, right across the street from where the movie theater is. And I'm like, okay, I know it's going to be a nice place down in Georgetown. It's Georgetown. It's going to be a nice place. So we didn't have to walk too far. Found a nice little place, dimly lit. It was nice, a nice decorum. They had confetti hearts plastered all over the floor. They had the nice music, the ambience. I mean, it was great. So we walked in the joint, holding hand to hand, walking the joint, sit down. And at this time, there are 2 ladies that's sitting in a bar, and they're just looking at us, like peeking back and forth. And the reaction on their faces was like, oh, you know what I'm saying? Because we was all hugged up, lovey-dovey, kissing and all that other stuff. We looked like a newlywed couple. So here is where it becomes downhill, right? So she ordered a glass of wine. Mind you, every time I went over at this chick house, she was already lit because she would have a bottle of wine on the dresser, and she was already done. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, okay. This was the first time that I actually ever seen her jive like sober. And so she ordered her first glass of wine. First glass of wine took her out. She's pretty much done. She orders a second glass of wine, and then that's when all hell breaks loose, right? So we're done with our dinner, and there's still the 2 ladies that's sitting at the bar looking at us. And we're like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, it's about to go down tonight, you know what I'm saying? All right. So we about to get up. I asked the guy for the check, you know. Spent about $150 at this place. Asked the guy for the check. As we about to get up, Rick James and Tina Marie song comes on, Fire and Desire. And you know the long thing that Rick James starts off with, oh, and all this, that, and the other, and yeah, baby, and that, yeah. So she's doing one of these numbers. She's like, oh, that's my shit. And that's what she's doing. Like, I'm not exaggerating about this. That's what she's doing. Oh, that's my shit. when Rick James starts the long facade with the love, she starts singing this shit, right? So she's like, love.
Oh, God.
So the two ladies just at the bar, they went from looking at us like, to like, ugh. You know what I'm saying? She's just making a spectacle of herself. Mind you, the whole night, they are playing slow music. So she sings all of Rick James' part. And you know what happened next? Tina Marie comes up, right? So Rick James in his verse, oh, yeah, baby, this, that, and the other, right? So Tina Marie starts her long falsetto. About 3 seconds after that, they cut the music, man. And I bullshit you not. They cut the music and they start playing some techno. They're like, boom, chick, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, it's time to go. Because I know why they did that. They did that because we was walking out and everybody giving us dirty looks. She's stumbling and bumbling all over the place. We walked back to the car. Now, at this time, I'm already pissed, right? But, you know, I still want to go back because I done spent $150. I'm trying to get it in. Like, yeah, you drunk too? Yeah, we're going to get it in tonight. So we go back to the car. We take a different route this time. She breaks down, Mike. She breaks down. You know, a part of Georgetown has this little waterway, this little canal, that they have these small doors, right? And you know what that was used for?
What?
Trading slaves. So that's how they would bring slaves into Georgetown, that little canal. They had the little doors, and then they would bring the slaves inside there. I never knew that. But I found out that night. She breaks down and like, oh, they traded our people. Yeah. And all this other stuff. I mean, just being emotional. I mean, damn, I know they traded out, well, I didn't know that they traded out people here. But like, I knew slavery happened. I didn't know that it happened in Georgetown. I was surprised, and that's a fact. But she was like all emotional, all breaking down, slobbering, like snot and all this other shit. That just turned me off totally. So we get back in the car. She's dozing off. She's staying awake for a minute, dozing off. And from Virginia, from Georgetown to Arlington, it's a pretty nice little decent ride, right? So we get back to her house. Mind you, I done spent $150 goddamn dollars. $150.
Yeah.
She gets out the car and she says, okay, you're coming inside. Now, honestly, from this point, I don't know what happened. Only thing I know is after I dropped her off, I'm back on the Beltway going back home. Because, like, I didn't want nothing after that. I was so blown. I was so embarrassed. I'm like, this is it. I guess all the drunkenness got to me. And I was like, okay, well, this is how she acted when she really turned up off of 2 glasses of wine. I know, like, I can have a low tolerance for alcohol because I stopped drinking for about, like, a year. And then when I started back up, like, I'll drink a Blue Motorcycle. And I'm done. I'm done. Or I'll drink 2 glasses of Crown Royal, and I'm done. You know what I'm saying? But she drank 2 glasses of wine, and she was finito. So that's my heart. And she watches the show, so that's why I didn't call you back. But we don't speak anyway. But I just wanted to give you a reason why I didn't call you back. But that's the reason. Put down the Chardonnay. And, yeah.
All right, y'all. Like always, Fred always speaks up. Oh, man. Good gracious, Fred. So, like always, if you have a horror story, you guys can hit us up at thagamersshow@gmail.com. That's thagamersshow with an A. Don't forget to head over to the Facebook store page where you find low prices. Don't forget to hit us up on vTime. Don't forget to subscribe. Become a Gamers Club member.
And please remember to like, subscribe, and follow all our social media networks. Join our SteamWorks community and our website community where you get free stuff. And we'll see you next time on WWTF, The Gamers Show.
See you next time, people watching. Thanks for tuning in.